What's up, everybody? I am your host, Michael Otule, and this is Renaissance-Bodybuilder, a sneak peek into my mental health journey as I navigate through what it really means to be on a journey of self-discovery. What's up? Welcome to another episode. Let's just jump right on in with how I'm doing. I am feeling better. I'm changing my mindset right now, and I'm just trying to get out of the feeling of not feeling good or not feeling okay, because all of these things can be changed. So what I did was, for the past couple of weeks and maybe even more, I've been feeling like very, very less motivated to do a lot of the things that I want to do, a lot of the things that I have planned for myself. And even with the podcast, I'm like missing or making small mistakes at work, and it's getting like really, really hard to focus on pretty much anything. I get easily distracted, like all these things. So I'm just like, taking notes, like what's going on. So I finally, and remember, I think in like last season episodes, I said that I was feeling like ADHD-ish, and I still feel that way. So what better thing to do is just then seek help. Why it took me so long to seek help? Not sure. Just there's no real reason as to why that took me a long time to like look for a doctor and stuff like that. I just didn't have time with my busy schedule and then overthinking everything. Yeah. Just didn't have time. So I finally was just like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm calling the doctor. So I went on ZocDoc, and I found a psychiatrist, and I walked through the questionnaire before going to the appointment. And then there's another questionnaire that she asks when in an appointment. And then she does a comparison with the two. And then she determined that I don't have ADHD. I just have high anxiety. But she mentioned anxiety and ADHD are like brothers and sisters. So we're going to be on a anxiety treatment for about 2 weeks, and she's gonna, then we're gonna do a checkup. If the treatment for the anxiety is not working, then she'll prescribe me ADHD medicine and see if that goes any better. Right now, I'm feeling more relieved and then also proud of myself because I actually took the steps to check myself out and like get rid of this feeling that I'm feeling, because I hate. It's not like I like it. I'm complaining all the time. I'm not getting sleep. I'm starting to see bags, a little bit bags under my eyes now. I'm just like, okay, wait, wait a minute now. Not my moneymaker, bro. Hold on, let's chill. Everybody chillax. So yeah, I was just like, I need to do something about this now before it gets, worse and way out of hand. And then I'm like making life altering decisions in the way that I don't want it to go because I need to get help. That's not the path that I want to go. I want to make them now while I have my freedom, and then we can go from there. That's kind of what I've been up to. But then that led to my decision of finally putting away corporate America. I mean, I think I said this before or not, but I do have a main job and then I have a side gig. Definitely about to give up this side gig and focus on me and my endeavors and what I got going on. Because I think, again, I said this in the last episode, I don't want to keep stressing over making somebody else money. I want to stress over making myself money, right? Or I rather stress over making myself money because I'm pouring into myself and not to somebody else. And I want to do that. And I know I can do that with just my main job. I definitely have the brain capacity and the time capacity for it. I made a plan to officially start that, even though the plan has already been in motion with my financial advisor. But hey, the two different things, there's money plan and then there's like am I actually really ready to do this plan? You know what I'm saying? Because the actual ready to do this plan will always trump like everything else. It will just be like, well, I don't feel like doing this anymore. And then you start getting lazy at it. And you start, doing shortcuts here and there and stuff like that, just because your mindset is not set. So now that my mindset is set, like, I feel like I'm ready to, really, really put myself out there and really, really bet on myself. So that's what I'm ready to do. moving forward. This past week, I went to go see Sinners. Let's talk. Let's talk for a bit. First of all, great movie. Amazing, 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 amazing movie. It's one of those movies where, at least for me, I had to sit with it. When I first saw it, it was just like, oh, cool. Like, that was a good movie. Like, that was, for someone who is into the vampires and in the whole vampire lore and how that works, it was really good. It was well done. But like I said, on first watch, it was just like, that was just a really good movie. And I would have rated it like around like 7.5 to 8. But then, but then, like I said, I had to sit with it. I started thinking about all of the symbolism that was in that movie. There was and yes, I caught some of it, when I on first watch, but when I started sitting with it and also listening to other people talk about, the symbolism in it, to listen to Ryan Coogler and, his take on it, listen to Michael B and his take on it, like just listen to other people and how they felt about it and where they see the story going. Then I'm just like, oh, wow. That the story is amazing. Like, I love how he opened it up with the whole fairy tale lore that that is told, and then exactly what's going to happen. Like, the whole setup was perfectly done. The main part that I really actually just want to talk about in that movie was the music scene. Sam was singing, and all the genres of music just started matching up, bro. Just it was magical, bro. It was magical. And the funny thing is, the first time I actually saw symbolism was when the roof was on fire. And I was geeking out. I was geeking out because I don't think, seen a really well done representation of the roof. The roof is on fire. Like, that it was amazing, of the whole song, because the whole thing burned down and it was like pretty much dancing outside. Like, it was visually beautiful, musically beautiful, very inspiring, and very inspirational, man. Definitely very inspirational, especially for visual artists and musicians, man. It was really, really good. The whole movie as a whole, like, had symbolism just rampant throughout it. And the best part about that, to me at least, is that I was able to catch most of it. I did have to, after the movie, go look up some of it, see what they were, what was it about. But I don't know. I love when artists do things like that, like make you do your research. Beyonce, for instance, she does it. She just sprinkles symbolism throughout her music and even her performances. And I think I read somewhere somebody was saying like, "Oh, I don't feel like or even Kendrick too. Kendrick does it too. When he was like, "This is not a history lesson or something. I'm just trying to dance. I'm trying to have fun." I'm just like, "Girl, what are you talking about? We are still having fun, yet still learning." Like, isn't that the whole point? They are teaching us our history in a form that we can understand. I mean, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Speaking of, I'm waiting for Him to come out by Jordan Peele. That's another Black producer that is like really, really putting our stories out there tastefully, like really, really tastefully. And I love it. I was at the movies with somebody, one of my friends, and he did not, he was not about to see that. He did not like it at all. I was just like, bro, you tripping. This about to be crazy. Anyways, that is how I've been. Let's just jump right into the 3 affirmations that I found favorable this week. Starting with, I see myself as strong, attractive, and healthy. This rings true, especially as an affirmation. This is something that you definitely want to repeat to yourself every morning, and or just when you're feeling, not yourself. It's really, really good. I like that one a lot. And my past experiences do not diminish my worth or potential. I want to do an episode on that because I am ready to share like the past experience that I had that really changed my views on just life, sex, relationships, everything. I definitely want to talk about that. And then my experiences have given me unique strengths and insights. Yeah, like our experiences basically teach us who we are, like, or even just show the next person or the person trying to get to know us who we are, where we come from, how we experience life is very, very different. I always say like everyone is very, very different. Everybody experiences life very, very differently. And if you can put yourself in their shoes and understand like where they're coming from, bro, this world be a lot better place. Those are the 3 affirmations. Again, I am reading my affirmations from the I Am app, which is in app stores everywhere. All right, so jumping right into the episode. This episode is going to be pretty short. I just kind of want to introduce a series that I want to do. I recently made the decision to jump back into the dating pool. So y'all know, I had a breakup, going on a year and a half now. Well, not half, but a year and 4 months. And yeah, in that year and 4 months, I have, lived a single life, grown to love myself even more. And now I'm ready to, jump back in the dating pool. Even just recently, I've just been feeling like I want to do things. I want to share experiences, but I want to share it with somebody that I want to get to know and wants to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I think I'm ready for that right now. I think I'm ready for that. It's been on my mind. So why not? I can't tell you I'm being very selective. I am being very selective because especially I like one of the main things I'm looking for, bro, is someone who has worked on themselves and is still working on themselves, and or I could see that they're working on themselves. Like I continually. It is a continual thing. You feel me? That is like that's one of the main things, bro. Anyways, so that's an episode. Anyway, so like I said, jump back into the dating pool, and I want to start a series on dating within the gay community because it has been rather interesting. Yes, I was been single, but sure, some of the things kind of set up as like dates. So I kind of seen a little glimpse of it. Still, communicating like, hey, I don't want nothing serious. I'm just out here. I'm just living life. But now it's on some still living life, not trying to force it, but I'm open. Yeah, I like that a lot better. That's where I'm at, and I want to go around and ask my peers, some of the trials and tribulations or ups and downs they have gone through. One of the main questions that I do want to ask, and I hear this all the time, is monogamy dead? That is like one of the main questions I want to ask because I keep seeing it everywhere, and also was kind of with the inspiration for this series too, because I see that everywhere. I see people saying, "Oh, monogamy is dead. Monogamy is dead." And I'm just like, why don't y'all all just get together then? Like, all y'all that are saying monogamy is dead, boom. Why don't y'all meet up? Right? Do I believe monogamy is dead? No, I actually believe in monogamy. I actually want a monogamous relationship, but with a twist. I feel like this question comes up a lot because of what we see in the media. Of course, we are, what is shown in the media is like that shiny, that flashy, that thing is going to get people talking. That type of news, that type of story is going to be out in media. So obviously that's what we're seeing a lot of. And I feel like a lot of people are internalizing that and saying, okay, well, then that is all that is out there. Also, just going around and dating, you see couples who are opening up their relationship. And a lot of, I guess, single people are, again, internalizing in that and saying, well, nobody just wants monogamy. And I feel like, again, that is a blanket statement. because there are a lot of people asking that question. So there are a lot of people out there that are still looking just for monogamy. You as a person have to do to get in front of those people, and one of them is definitely putting yourself out there a bit. You know what I mean? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you, sometimes going on solo dates and sitting at the bar and just, sparking up conversations with people? If that's not your judge, are you intentionally going out to gatherings with your friends, get-togethers, kickbacks, stuff like that, meeting people, talking to people, moving around? Because nobody's gonna really just meet you on the apps. Half these apps are strictly for one thing and only. So you can't put all your trust in that. And I also feel there a part of it is because we are so hyper sexualized, bro. Like I had to really sit with myself one day and say, Mike, you got a lot of sex around you. You might want to, cover some of this up or put it away or lock it up. I have a folder in my phone full of beautiful men, and sometimes I like to display it on my screensaver on my TV. Why not? When else am I going to look at these pictures? I just have pictures in my phone. Bro, why not, be gaze at the picture sometimes when on the screensaver and let it roll by. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I had to stop that. And then I have like right here these pins that I actually really like, but they're men in different positions. I mean, hey, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to kind of like, even on my picture wall. Yeah. If you look closely. Yeah, so I feel like we're just really, really hypersexualized in the sense of you see men all the time. When we do watch some of our porns are, dealing with like 3 men, 4 men, this like that. So it's just like, and then you see couples doing it, couples going in together, and just like, okay, so again, I guess this is what is out there. I would like to reiterate, it's not. That is not the only thing. There are couples who are just them two. And what are they doing? They're living their lives. Not everything has to be on social media. And like I said, more flashy things get shown on social media than the quote unquote norm, if you will. So anyways, that's what I want to talk about. That's a little glimpse of like how I want the conversations to go. This is a mental health podcast, so I want people to be open and honest. I want people just to be themselves. I would definitely try to set the mood to be very comfortable, obviously. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. Again, guys, thank you for listening. I love y'all. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm trying to grow this community. And like I said, I have a plan to quit that second gig. This is part of the plan on working on myself. I need to grow. I'm not going to have this face for long. I'm not going to have this body for long. So I need to use it while I have it. You feel me? So yeah. All right, guys. Love you. Peace.